It's Wendy Bowen with Know Your Body Better. Once again, we're going to talk a little bit more about the shoulder. So in one of the videos, I talked a little bit about the shoulder dynamics, how it works, keeping the ball centered in the socket. Now, if the muscles are too tight around the shoulder, it's hard to keep that ball centered in the socket, and quite often you're going to get a pinch or impingement at the front of the shoulder when you're raising your arm up. And I always want to know what's causing that impingement pain. So we want to release the tight muscles around the shoulders, and your therapist, your massage therapist and physiotherapist can do that with hands-on massage work, shockwave therapy, IMS. But there's a number of things that you can do at home to help yourself. So the one is stretching. So your arms are supposed to raise up to about 180 degrees. I'm probably about 160 here because I have tightness in the back of this shoulder, the lat muscle. So a nice stretch that I like is you just go tabletop or that child's pose one. You can find that. Just hands here, come back like this. This is your child's pose. I'm getting a nice stretch through there. Now I feel really tight in there, so that's an area that I'm going to want to shock wave. The other one is reaching up the hand behind the back. Now a lot of times when you've got a really tight shoulder joint, the hand comes back and your elbows come back like this, and then you've got to do your chicken to pull the shoulders forward. So when I do this, I get a nice stretch at the front of my shoulder, bringing the elbows forward. The higher up I go, the more stretch I'm going to get. Find yourself a nice towel, throw it over the one shoulder, grab it with your other hand, and do the drying off your back. And this one I'm also getting a nice pull at the front of the shoulder. You want to be careful you're not rounding that shoulder forwards like this. You want to keep up nice and tall as you're doing this, and hold the stretches a little bit. Now that's hurting. I feel a little bit of discomfort and tightness there, but it's not excruciating. You don't see me doing this, so that might be pushing a little too far. Depends on how acute the pain is or how acute the problem is. Another stretch that I like to give people is you find an old broomstick handle, palms forward when you hold this, bring it behind your back, and then reach back like this. And again, we don't want to be doing this because you're not getting a stretch. You have to stay up nice and tall. So reaching back like that. So that's stretching the shoulder. You can even bring the pull across a little bit to give yourself a little bit more pull at the side of the shoulder. Also like for the back of the shoulder, the eagle pose. So underneath the other, reaching your hands together, pulling so you get a stretch at the back of the shoulder. If you're really tight back there, find yourself a ball. This is my nice happy face ball. You go up against the wall, bring the shoulder that's tight, put the ball behind, get in there, do yourself a little massage on that shoulder. Find those trigger points, press them. You might feel a little bit of pain when you're doing some pressure release. Tiny bit's okay. Might even come down the arm a little bit. That will probably tell you you're on the right spot. And just hold it until that pain subsides. So those are some self-release techniques that you can do for your shoulder area. We also get a little tight under there. Stretching, also you can lie down and stretch your shoulders back this way. So there's a number of stretches you can do. If you're finding you're not getting anywhere with your shoulder, please consult your healthcare practitioner, your physiotherapist, massage therapist. They can guide you through exercise programs and determine what needs to be done. I find that a shoulder that is tight is really hard to strengthen, so you need to get the shoulder mobility back before you can really get it good and strong. So it's Wendy Bowen, physiotherapy, taking the time to treat you right.